Patrick here, Half Cheetah Will View, and welcome to the fourth day of Mark Polonia Film Week, which is our second semi-annual celebration of all things Mark Polonia. We are doing this in conjunction with Grossfest. We're not associated with Grossfest, but we're doing it to sort of honor them a little bit because they have Mark Polonia coming into their convention on August 1st and 2nd. So me and the Cheetah thought we'd go ahead and review 5 films leading up to the convention. So far we've done 3. And I was looking to see which one we would do for number 4 when I got a ping from one of the co-masters of Kaiju on here, Mighty Casey. He knows all things Godzilla, Gamera, Japanese creature features, you name it, he knows it. So he asked me to watch and review Saurians, which I didn't know anything about. I know that I saw it on Tubi, but I wasn't aware that it was a Mark Polonia movie. So I went ahead and I took a peek at it, and yeah, I said, okay, yeah, why not? The first thing I'll tell you right off the bat is, yes, the movie is rough, to be gentle about it. But in his defense, this is also Mark's 7th movie, and he was a teenager when he made it back in 1994. This movie is that old; it's over 30 years old. So he was just getting started. Him and his brother were just getting started in making film. So, obviously, between the technology and the lack of experience, they were just learning as they went. So, in that respect, yeah, okay, yeah, we get that. Um, but wow, so this movie is really rough. I had a feeling within the first 5 minutes of it was going to be rough when they're already dubbing American actors. This is it's all set in Pennsylvania, um, and they were dubbing already. Probably because they didn't have a microphone, a boom to pick up dialogue. So if you watch everybody speak, you'll notice right off the bat it does look like a Godzilla movie because they're talking, but their lips are not matching what they're saying. So, basically, the story is some guys are blasting some mines, and in doing so, they wake up 2 theropods. I guess they're raptors of some type, and those 2 dinosaurs go on a rampage. And there is a young man played by none other than Mark Polonia, who plays Alan, which happens to be his middle name. So at least he wouldn't forget what his name was. And what's really sweet about this too is, from what I understand, is that his future wife was his co-star in this film. I believe her name is Maria, and yeah, she even. This is really sweet. Actually, this tells you that they were really cute together. There's even a PG-13 shower scene with his wife, future wife. I thought that was really quite cute when I read that, and I'm like, okay, well, he says, well, he shares this shower scene with his future wife. I'm looking at it, it's PG-13. There's no nudity here, and she's definitely cute, so that helped. Um, but the everything that a learning filmmaker would be learning about is on display here in Saurians. It's all about learning here. The dialogue is really stilted. The special effects. I told Casey that, and I'll be honest. I mean, this Saurians reminded me of a very, very, very poor man's Land of the Lost. The dinosaurs are how it's rough. There's a lot of spirit and a lot of heart in what we're doing, what they're doing. I'm sure when they were out there making their film, it was very exciting, and you can't take that away, right? You can't take that away. And so now, if Mark a better filmmaker for when he was from 30 years ago? In most respects, yes. The one thing that's probably always has haunted him, probably as far as his filmmaking process, is a lot for a lot of independent filmmakers, and that is the lack of money. Here, he probably did this movie for probably a couple $1,000, maybe a little bit more back then. Certainly not much more than that. And that's really been his calling card, doing what he can do, what he has, and and sometimes it works out. Sometimes it works out. Return to Splatter Beach, like I said, that our Splatter Farm, that was a really strong one. There's been some really other corkers too. We just got done doing one here. Once upon a time in Amityville, which was again, I mean, for what it is, it's pretty damn entertaining. There's actually been some really other movies that he has done too, and I do want to. I'm going to go ahead and look this up because I did enjoy it quite a bit, and I even mentioned that. I even mentioned that too when I reviewed it. He did one film because on the first Polonia week, we covered Doll Space, that was fun. Amityville Space, that was fun. It needed a little bit more humor. Um, let's see. What else have I seen? I've seen a few things here. Uh, let's see. Yes, I'm killing time while I'm doing this. Shouldn't you have this ready beforehand? Sharkenstein was a lot of fun. That was goofiness. James Corollas wearing a sideways cap. Classic, classic. Let's see. What else is there? Where is this movie? Because this movie was really, really good. It was another Amityville film. You know what? Just look for it down in the description box because I'll have it linked up there. So yeah, yeah. There's not too much to say about this. You can't really climb into that boat and just rip it from top to stern because, like I said, he was a teenager. He's doing the best he can with what he has. Yes, we poke a lot of fun at his films today, but I can't do that from when he was just trying out. I mean, yes, it is not very good. I have seen better, from younger filmmakers, but the spirit and the adventure there, you can't deny him that. And so, like I said, it was only his seventh film. Now, Mark, as of right now, he has over 90 films underneath his belt. In fact, I think he has 95 or 96 that he has directed. So, and yes, there is some growth there. But like I said, the one thing that continuously haunts him is it is the lack of money. I personally have no problem. I know a lot of people have commented on this. They comment on the fact that he uses the same people in every single damn one of his movies, and yeah, that can be a problem. And I mentioned that earlier, and yeah, that can be a problem unless there's a really good story behind it. Most of the time, you know, we get the same acting level pretty much for the whole film, but sometimes things will spark up a little bit, like it Once Upon a Time in Amityville and Return to Splatter Farm. They can be some really good performances. I would even go so far to say that moving forward, and we are probably going to watch the last film. It'll probably have the usual suspects in it. This is the only film. Saurians is the only film, obviously, without anybody from his future acting troupe that's on the film. His brother was on the film. I believe his name's John, and was Mark's brother. He passed away a few years ago. but he appeared as an extra in this film. Even back then, he was thinking, I think I'll be behind the camera. Well, Mark has actually done both. He does both directing and he acts in his own films. Sort of like Alfred Hitchcock. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that hey, this movie is what it is. It's not very good. So if you're going inside this movie expecting anything, don't. Like I said before, if you've seen Land of the Lost, it's a poor man's really poor man's version of that. Stop motion's not very good. The models aren't very good. The gore's not very good. But it's just also, but you're also watching a filmmaker at the time start to hone his craft, so and can become a better filmmaker. All right, that is my 2 cents on Saurians. Thanks to Mighty Casey, who deserves a link to his channel for suggesting this. I'm going to put a link down there. And thanks for watching. Again, if you have or are a Mark Polonia fan, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let us know your favorite Polonia movie. Yeah, please do. And hopefully I'm working on something a little extra I'll be able to announce for the next film. Something that there's also a backstory to this as well. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to do one other thing before Grossfest in conjunction with Polonia Week. And if I can get it done, I'll announce it by the next movie. All right, well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.